Welcome to Tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball, for the magic 8 ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsyfae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon. Welcome to Tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball.
Hello everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Jasmine. Hi New Love. Hi Twin Soul. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Hi Jay. Hi Rola. Hello everyone. Hi Gigi. Hi my baby. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Hi Elephant. Hello. Hi Sympathize Souls. Welcome. Hi Erica. Hi Keely. Hi Butterfly A. Welcome everyone. Hi Pisces. Hi Katika. Hello Jasmine. Everyone's here. Welcome. I'm glad that you're all here, and I know I changed the time earlier. I hope this time works for everyone. Hi R. Angel Smith. Hello. Welcome. Hello everyone. Hi love. I have a legal disclaimer in the description if you want to check that out. If anyone's new here, welcome. It is !join, no spaces in between, followed by your question. There's no theme tonight, it's just any question you want, like usual. Hi Jennifer. Hi A. To ask a question, it is !join, no spaces in between, followed by your question. Nightbot is not a real person, it's just a program that keeps track of the list for me, but it does also provide some entertainment. Thank you, Joy, for your donation. I appreciate you. Donations do go above free readings. And if you don't get on the free list, you do get put into a lounge. A lounge is like a wait list, and Nightbot chooses people at random to be taken off the free list. I mean, taken off of the lounge list to be put onto the free list. When I switch the screens, you'll see that way. Your name will be on the slide here. If you're on the free list, or if you can write exclamation mark position, Nightbot will tell you if you're still in the lounge, or if you're not on any of the lists, then you're probably already had your reading, because I do your reading if you're here or not, if you're on the free list. So you have to step away, come back, and check where you are with exclamation mark timestamps, like what Moonbeam just did. But I'll switch the screen so we get started. Moonbeam and people in the chat can help out anyone who's who has questions. Thank you, Joy. Will I be seeing Joey over the weekend, and how will it go if we do? Will Joy be seeing Joey over the weekend? Will Joy be seeing Joey over the weekend? And how will it go? The Lovers did come out, so I feel like it's a possibility, even though it's in the dark, and maybe just a little bit doubtful or not quite sure when it's actually going to happen. But I feel like there will be something. There's Six of Pentacles with equal give and take, so I feel like you will meet up or have a conversation about what's going on there. The Five of Wands is in the dark though, so I don't know if there's going to be some like disappointments or something, just because you may make plans and something may happen where you have to postpone it. I feel like it's a possibility. But the Eight of Wands is in the light, so hot, fiery, passionate energy. Maybe some quick energy coming through as well about what's going on with that. So I feel like there's a strong possibility that you will see Joey over the weekend, and I feel like it will go well overall. I mean, there's a slight possibility of a slight disagreement about something. It's not a very strong one because it's in the dark, it's not in the light, so. Ooh, I always sabotage myself by taking extra cards. you may have to defend yourself a little bit. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some sort of thing where you won't agree or they won't agree or whatever's going on with that. Four of Swords in the dark. I feel like there might be I don't know. I feel like you won't be resting though, right? Because the Four of Swords in the light is like resting. So you won't be resting. It will be an active weekend, it seems. That is what I got. Hot, fiery, passionate again? Oh man. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I feel positive, but I feel like there might be something going on. I'm not quite sure what this energy is. Like either a delay or them leading you on and not showing up. But you know, energies are always changing. I feel for the most part, it's mostly positive. You want to ask another question about something to clarify, Joey? Ariana, yes, this is my new time. Yeah, hopefully it works out for everybody. What will be the holdup over the weekend? For Joy, what will be the holdup over the weekend? What is the possible holdup or delays or blocks on the weekend? Nine of Wands, Page of Swords. Not being completely honest about something or other? I don't know. Knight of Wands is in the dark too, so Knight of Wands could be like running from commitments or not wanting to be committed to something, not promising anything. It could be as well. Maybe saying he has something else to do, but maybe he just doesn't feel like getting up and going out, kind of thing. I don't know. That's what I got though. Angel, hello. What is coming for Biggie from Body Zeus Network? For Angel, what is coming for Biggie from Body Zeus Network career this year? What is Biggie going to be doing for career this year? Seven Swords is just going to haunt us now. For the Temperance, I feel like she's kind of like in limbo of like what's going on. Just kind of like weighing her options or trying to see what's going on there. Um, I feel like there's this energy though that she's trying to focus on her self-control and really carefully considering what her career moves are and what kind of things she wants to put out there and what things she may want to keep a little bit more private. I feel like that's kind of like something that she's facing with. There is the Lovers in the Dark, so I feel like she does have choices and decisions to make where her life is going and where it could possibly be heading with maybe personal things and career, trying to balance the two. Seven of Swords, so I feel like she may be a little defensive, not really overly expressing all of her plans or all of her decisions that she's made yet. I feel like she still has some tricks up her sleeve that she hasn't pulled out yet that she might be thinking about. Queen of Swords is in the dark as well, so I feel like she's not being completely honest about her situation to the public, if that makes any sense. Maybe not all, or maybe not even solely all to herself. Sometimes we try to lie to ourselves to make things and seem easier or less stressy, but we get something else for Angel about this energy. The World, yeah, I feel like she hasn't quite figured it out yet. Maybe thinking about traveling of some sorts or just changing things up and doing something new. That is what I thought. Dr. Fizza, hello. What's coming in love for Dr. Fizza? I was thinking about doing love readings like tomorrow, like we did before. I don't know. If anybody has a theme idea for tomorrow, let me know in the comments. For Dr. Fizza, what's coming in love towards Dr. Fizza right now? What's going on in the love department? Justice is in the dark. That'd be a fun theme, love. Okay, we could do love tomorrow, I guess. I don't know if anybody else has any other ideas. For Justice in the Dark, I do feel like there's this energy of, like, I feel like this is your energy. Like, what are you willing to compromise with? What are you, being strong with, which is good, right? If you're raising your standards and raising, your expectations when it comes to love, that is a good energy. It's just trying to figure out where's the line of some wiggle room, what things that you will let your guard down for, what you won't. Because I feel like there's this energy that's coming through of you really wanting to hold deeply into your independence, even though you want to share your heart with someone else. And I feel like that may be giving some conflicting energy with attracting that true love towards you or allowing them in close enough to feel that love. But for the Nine of Pentacles, this is what kind of love you're attracting. So I don't know if it's just you giving this off this energy of being a very strong, independent person, not needing anyone, is kind of attracting someone who is less independent and more codependent towards you, than them standing on their own 2 feet kind of thing and being equally as independent as you are. Or maybe attracting people who are very independent and are kind of thrown off by people who are equally independent. It can go both ways, right? Some people want to be the caregiver and the one that, has it all put together and needing someone. They always say that there's needers and givers. So if you're a needer, you tend to attract givers. So it's even more hard if you're both givers and none of you are needers. Is as hard as both of you being givers. Um, I feel like not right now, but I feel like it's more about what you're attracting, right? I feel like there's these things that are kind of like hidden within you. You know, carrying all the responsibilities. I feel like that's what's blocking your loves. So I feel like there's no love coming in. There's a lot of blocks though. Are there any new loves coming in for Dr. Fizza? Is there any new loves coming in for Dr. Fizza? King of Swords. King of Swords is a possibility that could be making some bold, quick moves towards you. None of Swords. They may come with stresses and worries, and they may come with things. That is what I thought. Nova, hello. For Nova, what are Q's thoughts of Nova? What are Q's thoughts of Nova? What is Q's thoughts of Nova and their friendship? What are Q's thoughts of Nova and their friendship? The Two of Pentacles is in the light. I feel like they kind of haven't really made up their mind yet. They're kind of like going back and forth on their decision. I feel like they don't want to end things with you, so I feel like they don't want to lose you either. They're just kind of like struggling emotionally how to connect with you or how to open up themselves towards you to let you know how they're feeling or what they're thinking. Um, I feel like they have changed. Maybe, sometimes people change and grow. And they may, now that they're grown and in a certain direction, they may not be able to connect with you in the same way that they used to. These two came up as well, so maybe focusing more on their work or their studies or whatever they have going on. Two of Pentacles came out twice. So I feel they're kind of like trying to juggle things around and may not have as much time to connect with you. Six of Pentacles as well. Struggling with finding the balance between the two of you. That's what I got. I feel like his thoughts is just more about him and what he has going on and how to manage keeping a friendship with you with balancing everything else. That's usually what's on his mind. Kritika, hello! A general love reading and what is coming towards Kritika and love. Let's see what's coming towards Kritika and love. What does Kritika need to know in love right now? Ooh, Temperance is in the dark. I feel like there's an imbalance within your energy with attracting love. Like this is like your current love energy of like trying to figure out where to move forward, how to attract that one, right? Especially if we have someone in our mind, or the type of person in our mind. The Nine of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like the person you're attracting, person you could be attracting could be like someone who works a lot, but maybe not to be as um independent as they would like to be. I feel like they're trying to though. For the Queen of Pentacles in the dark, this is what may block or delay your path with opening up yourself towards this love. I feel like it's just it's more focused on the materialistic things or what they look like on the outside rather than what they are on the inside. Tower. I feel like there's gonna be some sudden changes though. Let's see, what are these sudden changes coming towards Katika and love? What will be these sudden changes coming towards Katika and love? The Chariot. There may be some blocks before you find your true love. There is a Three of Wands, though. So I feel like you may meet someone at your work, or you may meet them at their work, or they may come to your work. Not quite sure how it's going to play out, but the Three of Wands, right? There could be some work romance going through. The moon is still a mystery. I feel like there's a thought of someone coming towards you, but it's going to take some time. It's not going to be too soon. Yeah, that's what I got. Love, hello. What? General? Okay, General, please. I don't know why I'm struggling to say that question. For love, General, please. That's what I was trying to say. For love, what does love need to know right now? Oh my goodness. So what does love need to know right now? What does love need to know right now? This one wants to come out. Looks like this one. What does love need to know right now? Ooh, the Queen of Wands. You're on fire. The Five of Wands is in the dark, so I don't know what's been going on, but I feel like things are gonna start to make a little bit more sense, or you're gonna feel like you can put your guards down a little bit. You just feel the sense of like things are gonna be less tense and just being able to breathe again, if that makes any sense. For the Queen of Wands, I feel that fire, like I was saying, this Queen of Wands, just you, trusting your resilience, trusting your determination, and being more assertive in your energy of what you want to attract towards you, what things you want to come towards you, and what things that you don't want to anymore. The Lovers is in the dark as well. So I feel like there's this energy of you making some decisions about who you want to allow into your life regarding relationships in general. Maybe even romantic relationships or not. I just feel the sense of you picking and choosing wisely what you're going to commit your time and energy to and what you're not. Wondering what dimension you're in? Oh man. Yeah. I feel like there's been a lot of glitches. I know in my, I know it sounds weird, but I've seen a glitch and I didn't want to say anything, but my friend saw a similar glitch like a few blocks away from where I live. It's weird. It's like weird times out there. It's a weird vibe out there. The Ten of Swords is in the dark. I didn't even tell her about my glitch that I had. I had it first, and then she had it. And she told me when she had it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I had a similar one. It was so weird. The Two of Pentacles. I feel like it's kind of like you going in limbo and just kind of like figuring out what's going on and what you want to decide. Because I feel like you're like going through some sort of rebirth or transformation. You know, the Empress here could be a rebirth, looking for opportunities that more align with who you are now, not who you were. You know, kind of like, we forget that kids go through growth spurts, and they're more noticeable when they're kids. When you're adults, you still go through them. You just don't really realize them as much. I feel like that's what's happening. It's like, what? Yeah, I think you're in the vibe of just, going through a growth spurt, going through a transformation, changing and stepping into who you are now, right? You're still the same person, but we grow, we transform, we experience things. Hot Sun, hello! Why isn't my friend Josh reaching out? Ooh, for Hot Sun. What's going on with Josh? Why is Josh not reaching out to Hot Sun right now? What's going on with Josh's energy? I feel like Josh is going through things. You know, the Ten of Wands is in the dark here. I feel like he's kind of like picking up pieces. It may not be his to pick up anyways, but you know, he's just kind of feeling like he's doing it all but not really doing anything. You know what I mean? Like just kind of like doing what he can. I feel like that is really weighing him down and occupying his time. The Two of Cups is in the energy here, so I don't know if he's like disappointed or had a heartbreak in his life. If someone just not being there, maybe he fell in love and they rejected him. I don't know what's going on with that, but it seems like there's a lot of emotional things happening there. The Six of Swords is in the light as well, so I feel like they're trying to move past whatever this heartache is and you know heal themselves. The Ten of Swords is in the dark, so whatever happened, they are trying to rise above. They are trying to think positive and put the past behind them. So that could be why they're a little bit antisocial right now, rather than keeping tabs with their friends and stuff. Yeah, they may be having a little bit of problems with some false impressions of themselves. Three of could be work situations as well. Three of Pentacles is in the dark. Maybe just not wanting to socialize. You can see what's coming through. Just keeping to themselves. Hi, Pure Heart. Hello. Hi, Alice. Mystical. Hello. For Mystical, what is the next chapter in Mystical's life be like? Lucky Bug, stop. What is the next chapter in Mystical's life gonna be like? What is the next chapter for Mystical gonna be like? Oh man. The Nine of Wands is in the dark. So I feel this energy of you refusing to compromise, wanting to have that sense of control and not wanting to compromise, just wanting to do what you want to do. The Two of Pentacles, I feel like there will be some choices and decisions to be made. I feel like these choices and decisions are going to be testing how flexible, how willing you are to compromise, even though your current energy is like, I don't want to compromise. I just want to do what I want to do and not give anything. But I feel like that's going to be tested of you figuring out what you do want to manage in your life and what you can, loosen up a little bit. But I feel like you're either going to be stepping into this Queen of Swords energy of just being bold, honest, assertive in your energy, not wanting to put up with any BS. That may make people feel disappointed because I feel like, they may play with your heartstrings a little bit. But I feel like you're going to put yourself in a position where you're not going to allow them to mess with you like that anymore. Like compromises. Yeah. You may have to learn a little bit to compromise. But at the same time, don't lower your standards. Just because you're compromised doesn't mean you're giving in. There's a fine line between the two. Fool, you're starting a brand new journey, right? The Fool is a brand new journey. It's going to be full of magic and decisions, but it may come with testing your balance of how you're going to handle it all, and what you're going to be flexible with and what you're not, what you're going to be able to juggle around and sort out and figure out. That's what I got. Rola, hello, General, love for Koala. What does Koala need to know in love right now? What does koala need to know in love right now? Ooh, your love energy is strong and passionate. I can feel that for you. What is love attracting in love? Oh, what blocks or delays does love from coming in? What's the best path forward for love? For Kurt, not for love. I was saying the wrong name there. What's the right path for love for koala? What's the best path to find love for koala? Ooh, you may have too many options. Looks like there's many loves coming in. I feel that for you. I feel it's just a matter of making a choice and seeing how it goes. Right? Because your love energy is so strong, you're attracting all the dreamers. I don't know. The Five of Wands is in the dark though. So I feel like there may be some competition with the love department. You know? I don't know. I feel like some people this lover may be competitive. Yeah, pick me. I'm the best one. I'm shiny. I'm bright. I'm for the Four of Wands in the dark as well. I feel like it's just a matter of you being at the right place at the right time, going out, maybe going places where you don't want to go. You know, I always feel like if you get invited somewhere and you don't really want to go, you want to cancel, you want to make excuses why you shouldn't go, is probably why you should go even more than the places you want to go. Because it's kind of like the universe saying, hey, if you're here, this might happen. If you're going to take it or not. You don't take it, well, you know? For the Four of Wands in the dark. Oh man, Two of Wands. You're going to have decisions to make. You're going to have to figure things out there. Three of Pentacles. You're going to have to choose who you want. There's going to be choices. You're going to replace it? Oh. He's from another country? Okay, gotcha. Okay, so there's going to be choices to make with them, though. I feel like somebody else is still going to come into your energy. I still feel like someone's going to want to compete for your energy, though. So, your love energy is very strong. So I feel like besides the person you're in a relationship with, there may be others coming towards you as well. Yeah. I feel like if the choices are with him, they're going to be difficult as choices to make, though. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Golden Heart, hello. Do you see work and financial success with a new job I was at today? Let's see. Is there going to be work and financial success with the new job? Will there be work and financial success with the new job that Golden Heart was at today? The Gold Heart was at today. Will there be success? Will there be success and work at the new job for Gold Heart? I feel it's like trusting your intuition. You know, being honest with yourself, being honest with your expectations. But I feel like there will be some sort of success, right? The Three of Wands here, I feel like it all depends how well you work with the other people, the other co-workers, or the other people at your job, how well you guys collaborate and share your goals and your views in the workplace and get along and all that sort of stuff. But I feel like there may be competition there in the workplace that may come up. Everybody wanting that attention or wanting to do better than the other kind of thing. What is going on here with the Lovers and the Six of Wands for the work situation? The Fool. This might be old energy because they both go together, but we'll try that again. The Fool is a new beginning. It's probably recognizing the new job as a new beginning for you. And you will have to figure out what skills you have, even the skills that you have hidden that you may not realize you have with the Magician there. Page of Swords. Yeah. Communicate. Make sure you're being chatty with the other people. Queen of Wands. You're the one in power. So focus on your resilience. Be assertive in your energy. Be vibrant. Yeah. Do your best. I feel like your confidence is going to be tested, but I feel like you can find it. You got it. Hi, Andrea. Jennifer, hello. What I texted Carlos a pic and also told him I still miss him. He didn't respond. What are his thoughts and will he reply? Let's see. Why has Carlos not responded? Why has Carlos not responded? What's going on in Carlos's energy? What's going on in Carlos's energy? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Why has he not responded? Why has he not responded? What are his thoughts about the photo? What is Carlos's thoughts about the photo? Not sure if they're supposed to be in the light or not. I feel like he will respond, but he's gonna take his time. I feel like he's gonna make you wait for it. I feel like they're thinking about it and they're thinking of the right thing to say or how to respond. Why they didn't respond? The Nine of Cups is in the dark. I feel like they weren't satisfied, so I'm not quite sure what kind of picture this was, but they wasn't satisfying enough at the moment, perhaps. The Four of Pentacles is in the dark. So I feel like they're trying to release some sort of control and letting go of something. I don't know. If they're going to reach out towards you, there is the Ace of Swords, so I feel like they're thinking about it. I feel like they're thinking about having a conversation with you by being honest and but they're not going to go too fast. You know, the Chariot's in the dark. So the Chariot in the dark is like being pulled over, at a pause, not really going anywhere. The Hermit too is kind of like at a pause, thinking things through, trying to think of what do I want to do with Jennifer? Where's this connection going? Do I want a relationship with Jennifer or what's going on there? Nine of Wands is in the dark too, so I feel like they don't really want to compromise or give up anything. So I don't know what that is. Maybe they enjoy their alone time right now. But that's what I got. Devin, hello. What does Devin need to know about their current situation? What does Devin need to know about their current situation? Ooh, the Two of Swords. The Knight of Wands. I feel like there's a difficult decision to make. You may feel a little offended about it or feeling the need to defend yourself or prove yourself for whatever has happened there. What is going on with Devin's current situation? I feel this energy of like you needing to rest, you need to take a break, or just needing like distance yourself from whatever chaos is happening. For the Two of Swords, it's really about like staying calm under pressure, taking the time to decide what you want to decide on. You may feel like you don't have all the information or you don't have all the things you need to know to make a decision. You know, one that sits right with you. Whatever it is, if it's a matter of you, you know, using your discernment, make what choose whatever one makes sense for you right now, not what that makes sense for anyone else. Um, Not as swords is in the dark, so I don't know if this person is pressuring you in some sort of sense. Because I feel like they're very rushing. They want to know things yesterday. You know, they don't have a lot of patience, I feel like. But I feel like overall, you have the Six of Swords. So there is a good balance overall between the two of you, even though you may be headed in a different direction than they are. So I don't know if they're holding you back or what's going on with that. What does Devin need to know about this energy that's trying to come through? Five of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's a conflict that's brewing, but maybe it's trying to just keep the peace and not trying to get into it too much. The Eight of Wands is in the dark. I feel like that low energy, that low motivation, not really feeling as focused as maybe you would normally be, or maybe this person is not as focused as they should be. I don't know. Roles can always be reversed here. Four of Cups. It's in the dark, so I feel like whatever it is, I feel like it's kind of like revisiting a past offer or a past idea or a past situation and see if there's any clues there that may help you now to navigate what's the best decision to make. That's my gosh. Thank you, Andrea. Let's see. Jasmine. I am doing good. Thank you. What is coming for Jasmine for 9-9 portal? Ooh, I have no idea what the 9-9 portal is, but I'll see what Spirit has to say about it. Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Jasmine a message about the 9-9 portal? Any spirit guides, ancestors, this one popped out. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Jasmine a message about the 9-9 portal and what they have to say about why Jasmine is grieving because she did not lose he did not lose anyone, is old vision of myself. What is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Do you have any messages for Jasmine of why she's grieving? That came out really fast. The King of Swords is in the dark, so I don't know if you know, dreams and visions and feelings generally come from our subconscious mind. They don't usually come of what's on our mind right now. You know, sometimes we think we do, because sometimes when someone picks a fight with us or things don't go our way, we get very emotionally very upset. But these are usually emotions that have been hidden within ourselves for a long time, and they just one thing, it's like pulling that red wire in a bomb, right? You pull the wrong wire, it's gonna explode. Our emotions are the same thing, just like dreams and that sort of thing. But for the King of Swords in the light, it's in the dark. I don't know why I want to say in the light. I think it can go either way. King of Swords is about being very strategic in your plans and your ideas, like trying to figure out what's your next moves, what's your next actions, and that sort of thing. So there could be someone, you know, one of your ancestors who are trying to, you know, tap into your energy and give you a message or give you signs or let you know that they're still with you. And sometimes thinking about that, even though you might not be focused on that, could be trying to send you a message of how to clear things up with making some sort of decision or figure out what your next moves or where you're headed moving forward. Because I feel like there's some energy around you that may want you to be a little bit more analytical, a little bit more strict in your energy, and less kind of like in the dreamy, fantasy, wishful thinking kind of energy. Because you also have the Five of Cups in the dark. So it's kind of like pushing you in a direction or trying to nudge you forward with healing and thinking positive and letting go of the things that are no longer serving you. more focusing on being more realistic in your energy. You have the Seven of Swords as well. This is another energy about learning to rebuild trust with others and rebuilding trust with yourself, with being confident in making the right decisions. So it seems like there is something in your life that needs to end. Doesn't mean that someone's going to die or anything. In tarot, death never means a real death. It's just kind of like something in your life that needs to give in order for you to move forward. So maybe something that your subconscious mind, your higher self, spirit may be trying to give you that extra nudge. Yeah, it's kind of like allowing yourself to heal so you can move forward. The Two of Wands is there. So I feel like it's a matter of you focusing on your future, what your future plans are, and that sort of thing. Yeah, and the Seven of Wands too is kind of like building up new boundaries, new expectations for yourself. That's what I got. That's what came through. That's a lot of heavy stuff to work through. You're welcome. That's also a sign that you're more intuitive than maybe you realize. It could be also more of an energy healer as well. For Jocelyn, hello, welcome. For Jocelyn, do you see me receiving my pension payments for this month? Let's see for Jocelyn. Is there payments coming through for Jocelyn this month? What is the energy around Jocelyn receiving payments this month? What is the energy around Jocelyn receiving payments this month? I feel like it's a possibility, but it might not be as much as you're expecting for this month. The Wheel of Fortune is in the dark, so I feel like there may be a little bit of a disappointment going on there. There may be still things that need to be worked out with the Three of Wands in the dark. I feel like there's going to be a stall before this action takes place, so I think it's going to take some more time to come through. Maybe longer than you're expecting, but I feel like you will get something because you have the Four of Wands. You're going to be able to celebrate your success. I'm guessing getting your payments that you're waiting for. The Six of Cups, something from your past may come back as well. So I'm not quite sure what that is about. What's going on with the Six of Cups and the light? What's coming through with the Six of Cups and the light here? Nine of Cups. So there may be a couple of things coming through here, but you will get something. One thing maybe not as what you're wanting, or maybe more than what you're wanting. But it seems like there's going to be some delays and things need to be worked out first. Yeah, that's what I got. R. Lopez. What are Ray's feelings towards R? What are Ray's feelings towards R. Lopez right now? What are Ray's feelings? What are Ray's feelings right now? What are Ray's feelings right now? I feel like Ray may be holding on to his feelings a little bit tight, Not quite sure what that is about, but the Judgment is in the dark. So I feel like there's been some regrets. Maybe they're wondering if there's been some misunderstandings between the two of you. And I feel like that's kind of playing with their emotions, but overall, they do seem to have love and romantic feelings towards you with the Page of Cups here. I feel the sense of them feeling very passionate and thinking about you and thinking about opening up their heart towards you. I feel like they're also waiting for an invitation. So I don't know if they're waiting for you to invite them or if they're waiting to see when's the right time to invite you somewhere. For the Seven of Pentacles in Light, I feel they're kind of like evaluating their situation, to seeing what their thoughts are, how to open up themselves towards you, maybe where they should take you on this place where they want to invite you to something. Um, let's see, what else do we have for raised feelings towards our Five of Pentacles? They may be struggling with something, maybe work or finances. Not quite sure what that is for them. I feel like they're trying to figure something out. I feel like they're kind of like, yeah. I feel like they're trying to figure something out. But there does seem to be love here. I feel like they're trying to be patient. They're trying to work things out to figure out something. I don't know. That's what I got though. Hopefully that makes some sense. They're a little bit guarded on their heart though. They're guarded on how much they should open up towards you. Bonnie's thoughts of Harper. Do they want to reconcile? Let's see for Harper. What are Sonny's thoughts? What are Sonny's thoughts for Harper? What are Sonny's thoughts for Harper? What are Sonny's thoughts for Harper? Ooh, the King of Swords. They want to take action towards you. They're just trying to decide what kind of action they want to take towards you, though. They may be lurking in the shadows of trying to figure out what you would like or what you'd want. Maybe they're playing back and forth if they should reconcile with you or not. I feel like they know that you're the Queen of Wands. They may be a little bit mad at you right now, or a little bit in disagreement with you right now. But they are thinking whether or not they should reconcile with you and what type of action they should take. Let's see, what's truly going on with Sony's thoughts? With the Seven of Swords here. What is truly going on with their thoughts with the Seven of Swords here? I feel like they feel the need to confess something towards you too, and they don't know if they can trust you with this thought. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's something they want to tell you. Maybe that's why the two of you are not together right now. But they're not sure how you will take it. So maybe they feel like if you're not together right now, if they told you and see how you react, it's not like, you know, like you break up with them again or whatever that was. I feel like that's what they're thinking about. They're going to tell you something. Or they're thinking about telling you something. They just don't know yet if they can trust you with it. That is what I got. I feel like it all depends on how you react and if they're going to reconcile with you. Hi Anna! Welcome, hello. To join the list is exclamation mark join with no spaces in between followed by your question. Hi New Love! What's going on the next 2 weeks for New Love? What's going on the next 2 weeks for New Love? What's going on the next 2 weeks for New Love? Oh, Seven of Swords is gonna haunt us. For the Four of Cups, I feel like in the next 2 weeks, you're gonna be taking time for yourself. You know, trying to think things through, pull back a little bit, evaluate your situation, trying to figure out what is what. I feel it's a matter of taking time for yourself to rest and heal or meditate, whatever that is for you. Focusing on the positive things you have going on, and evaluate what's no longer serving you, what you don't want to bring, you know, into 2026. Kind of like focusing on that sort of energy. You have the Six of Wands in the dark as well, so I feel like it's kind of like you spending more time with yourself than going out and socializing all that much. The Ace of Wands is in the dark as well, so I feel like there's a new beginning that wants to come through, but it's kind of like evaluating the situation to see if it's really worth it for you or not, if it's worth your time or if it's worth your money or whatever that is. I feel like there is potential and growth there, but it all depends what you decide. I feel like there's some hesitation or delays or doubts about it. The Seven of Swords is also in the dark, so I feel like you may get the information about this one way or another. I feel like it's a matter of figuring out what is yours and what is not for you to decide on, I think. The world is here. So yeah, you're closing a chapter and opening up a brand new one in the next 2 weeks. I feel like this is a decision or a chapter you want to open. What is best for you and your energy and what you're wanting to move towards moving forward. You know? It's not a matter of choosing what will impress the next person or that sort of thing. Erica, hello. Erica is visiting Chicago. Ooh, that is fun. And I'm tired, but general, what to do tonight? So Erica is visiting Chicago and she's tired. What did she do tonight? I don't know. What is the energy around Erica? What should Erica be doing tonight? I feel like that full moon is very draining for a lot of people, but I feel like it kind of gave me more energy. I know for a lot of people, the full moon recently has drained a lot of people. Let's see for Erica. What does Erica need to know about what to do tonight? Ooh, Temperance. It says that you're in Chicago. You have a lot of options. Pick one. The Temperance is in the light, so I feel like your mind, heart, and soul is well aligned. Your soul is ready to go, ready to mingle. I just feel it's a matter of like finding something that gives you some sort of peace, makes you happy, brings you some curiosity or some a little bit optimistic in your energy. For the Nine of Swords in the dark, I feel like it's kind of like getting up, going out, and hoping the energy follows along eventually. But it seems like you have options. The High Priestess is in the dark though, so I don't know what your intuition is telling you because you're not really listening to it all that much. What does Erica need to know about her intuition with the High Priestess in the dark? I feel like just staying in and focusing on your own energy is an option too if you're not feeling satisfied of going out. Resisting making some ending something. I don't know what needs to be resisted with ending things. It could be you just going, figure out what is what. Nine of Wands is in the dark. Temperance. Well, Temperance is already in the light. Maybe it's supposed to be in the light again. Figuring out what you want to do, right? If you want to stay in and play dead, get some rest, or go out. If you go out, you may have to defend yourself a little bit with the Nine of Wands here. I feel like whatever it is, don't go out alone, right? The Nine of Wands is in the dark, so it's kind of like going out with someone else, giving someone else some of your tiredness or what's keeping you in. It's only that easy, right? Just give someone else your tiredness and you take their energy. I feel like that'd be fun. Sure. Andrea's in Chicago. You meet up, make a new friend. My baby, hello. HP's thoughts and feelings about my baby. What are HP's thoughts and feelings about my baby right now? What are HP's thoughts and feelings about my baby right now? What are HP's thoughts and feelings about my baby right now? Two of Pentacles in the light. I feel like they're contemplating on what things they want to juggle around, what things they want to focus on and not. While will HP respond to my baby? Will HP respond? The Nine of Cups is yes. If my baby reaches out again, will he try to come back? Will HP try to come back? Will HP try to come back? Yes, he will. He's waiting there. He's just lying there waiting for you to call. He's got his phone in his hand, or, well, I guess in this case a flower, but I can imagine this is probably his phone waiting for you to contact. He can wiggle things around. He can change his schedule around. You know, he's flexible like that. In the current energy, anyways. Page of Swords is in the dark. There may be some things he should tell you that he's not telling you. I'm not quite sure what that is. You know, Page of Swords in the dark. I could feel like this energy of him being very inconsistent in his energy, a little indecisive, maybe a little scattered in his energy. I don't know. I feel like he likes to play mind games with you, though. Five of Swords. Trying to keep the peace. He probably owes you an apology in one way or another. But I feel like, if he's trying to keep the peace, then that talks volumes that he's trying his best. Or if he's just ghosting you, that also gives you a sign of what's happening there. That's what I got. Seems like he's willing to talk about it, though. May, hello. What does May need to know right now? What does May need to know right now? Hi, Queen. You gotta write your question after explanation mark join. For the Magician in the dark, I feel like there's talents you're hitting or hiding from yourself. But I feel this energy of you going through a phase of transformation, figuring out more about yourself, being more in tune with yourself and your energy. That I just feel the sense that if there's any communication blocks around you, you're going to try to figure out what's going on there. The Page of Swords, being able to speak your mind, say what you want to say. I feel this energy of you wanting to be more chatty, or someone trying to be more chatty with you, even though either you or them don't know what to say to each other. There is the Two of Swords in the dark as well. So it's kind of like, I don't know if it's indecisive about who should talk first or what's going on with that energy. The Six of Swords is in the dark, so there's an imbalance between you and someone else. I don't know if someone's trying to decide if it's move towards you or if you should move towards them. Ooh, the devil's out to play. Someone may have a crush on you and trying to decide if they should make their moves on you or not. If they should make magic happen, you know. I feel the sense of intimacy trying to come through now. I feel like they may feel restricted, or they may feel like you will turn them down or reject them for whatever reason. The Star. Whatever it is, the universe has your blessings. They want to help you with whatever this decision is. That is what I got, though. I feel the universe is blessing whatever this connection is. Even though you may not know exactly who they are, maybe you do have an idea. But I think the two of you just need to talk to each other and figure things out there. Twin Soul, hello. Hi, am I right and true that MF is sometimes deceptive and judging? Twin Soul. Let's see. What is the energy around MF? What is the energy around MF right now? What is the energy around MF right now? Five of Wands. Is Twin Soul right and true that MF is deceptive? Is it true that MF is sometimes deceptive. Nine of Pentacles is a yes card, but it's not a strong yes. So maybe a little bit less than sometimes. It's MF judging is Twin Soul. It's MF judging Twin Soul. Again, it's a yes, but it's not a strong yes. Sometimes. Not all the time. What does Twin Soul need to know about MF? What does Twin Soul need to know about MF? Overall, they're in a very negative headspace in general. Not just about you, but about life in general, it seems. The Five of Wands. I don't know if they feel like they have to compete with you or what's going on with that. I just feel like there's some, you know, maybe they like to stir a little bit of drama without being the one that anyone notices is the one that's stirring the drama to begin with, or spreading the drama, starting it. I don't know. Maybe they just walk by and drop a match, but they don't light it. It just gets lit somehow. You know, kind of thing. For the Knight of Pentacles in the dark as well, I feel like this is them. Uh, if you're true about them, sometimes being deceptive, like I said, it's sort of yes, but not fully. You know, Knight of Pentacles is kind of temperamental. They don't really show their emotions all that well. The King of Pentacles is also in the dark, and they're kind of similar in that energy. They're easily influenced by other people. You know, if they drop the match, they're kind of willing to, you know, coach the other one to light it a little bit, perhaps. For the King of Pentacles in the dark. What you should do about it, the King of Cups, maybe distance yourself from them. Don't allow them to upset you or, you know, disrupt your emotional energy. You know, stay strong, stay passionate, stay true to yourself. Don't let them disrupt your energy. Just kind of like let it slide off you. Don't let it stick. Mary, hello. What sexual fantasies does Steven have that he hasn't told me? Ooh. We go more deep in that side of things on my members only stream. The members only things can get a little bit hot like that. I'll see what I can do with what I can say on here. What sexual fantasies does Steven have that he doesn't want Mary to know? Do you know what his zodiac sign is? Or Mary, what sexual fantasies does Steven have that he hasn't told Mary about? For the Five of Wands in the dark. I feel like there's some sexual desires and stuff that they fantasize about, but they may not be brave enough to try it out or to do it, you know? Maybe just things that they see or think about, but, you know, to take that first step, maybe a little bit doubtful in themselves. The Ace of Pentacles is in the light here, so you know, it's the Ace of Pentacles, so it usually is very grounded, very vanilla type of energy. um, the Tower, you know, I feel like they're good with being spontaneous, or they would enjoy something being spontaneous and not scheduled and that sort of thing. I feel like they know they should change things up a little bit. You know, the Tower is ruled by Mars, right? So Mars is the planet of action, sex, and war. So, you know, they may be more into that makeup sex rather than something planned. I don't know. There's a death card here as well. So I feel like they know what needs to be changed within themselves to spice things up a little bit, but they may want to spice things up a little bit, but realistically, they may be more vanilla. You know, like not really adventurous in that sort of fantasy role play or whatever. Let's see what else we can get from Mary with this energy. The Sun, they would take an opportunity if it was presented towards themselves. But I feel like they judge themselves really harshly. I don't know. They're judgy when it comes to that, it seems. They may like the power thing too, so, you know, I don't know if you're into that, power play things, you may be into that with the Judgment card. Jasmine. This came out for you. I think that's old energy. Or Jasmine. What does Jasmine need to know in general? What does Jasmine need to know in general? Let's see. What does Jasmine need to know in general right now? Lovers is in the dark. Ooh. I feel like love and romance wants to come through here. I'm not quite sure what that is about. The Lovers is out, even though it's in the dark. Maybe at a crossroads. Maybe this person is too clingy or too much or coming on too strong, and that's kind of like turning you off. I don't know. The Page of Cups is in the light, so I feel like they want to express their feelings towards you. I feel like there's a new connection, not someone you've been with before. I think there's a new connection. I don't know if you know who this person is, or if it's this person that's trying to get your attention. But you have the star here, so the star is the universe blessing this whole thing. I feel like you are moving yourself towards something better, something more positive, something brings you more happiness, more love, more compassion. The Queen of Pentacles in a light too, so I feel like there's good energy. I feel like this is not a love situation. It's kind of you deciding what you truly want out of life, love or life or anything like that, and you trying to like figuring out who you're gonna allow into your energy and not. The Page of Cups is in the light, so I feel like it's about you expressing your true feelings about your situation and what's going on there. I feel like it could be love, but if it's not, you know, the universe is truly blessing you. It's a matter of you having faith, you believing in what's going on within your energy, or what you do have control over. Because I feel like there's going to be some boost of inspiration, creativity, and opportunities presenting themselves towards you. If it's not love, it's some other opportunity. Queen of Pentacles could be a work opportunity of some sorts, of you, you know, doing what you gotta do, showing up when you need to show up, taking responsibility of something. But, you know, if it's a love, I feel like they love your natural, nurturing, grounding energy that you are, you know, that sense of beauty, that sense of calmness, the sense of being who you are, that maternal instincts that you have. Let's see what else does Jasmine have to know about this energy. Four of Wands is in the dark, so you may not want this to happen, so I don't know. It's you pushing it away and being in denial about it, or not really wanting that extra attention right now. That's what I got. Alice, hello. General reading for Alice. What does Alice need to know right now? What does Alice need to know right now? Let's see. What does Alice need to know right now? Ooh, the sun is shining. Positive energy coming your way. I can feel that for you. The sense of happiness and joy, fulfillment, feeling more energized. Ooh, the Ten of Pentacles. Work life is improving. Look at that. Oh man, I feel that sense of feeling valued and success or gratitude. Ace of Pentacles. I don't know if there's a new job opportunity or what's going on with that, but I feel like there's some growth, the transformation. A great opportunity of some sort seems to be coming through for you, Alice. That is amazing. Definitely happiness. You may not know exactly clearly what's going on there. I don't know if you're overanalyzing it, causing some sort of stress and anxiety about whatever the start is, but it seems very positive in general. What does Alice need to know about the Ace of Swords in the dark? I feel like it's a new initiative. So I don't know if it's you making this opportunity happen for you, or just a matter of you trying to figure out some new ideas and being blocked on what ideas to come up with and that. Eight of Swords, you may feel restricted, like this is outside of your comfort zone. I don't know. You know, the Nine of Wands is in the dark, so it's kind of like put down your wands, you know, don't be stubborn. Be a little bit open to whatever this is. Be a little bit more flexible in your energy. And it's what it goes. Grandma, hello! For Nicole, is Nicole's next action towards Grandma? What is Nicole's next action towards Grandma? What is Nicole's next action towards Grandma? Right now. Ten of Pentacles in the dark. What are Nicole's next actions towards Grandma right now? Will Nicole and Grandma ever get together romantically? Will Nicole and Grandma ever get together romantically? Will Nicole and Grandma ever get together romantically? They're all in the dark, so all this energy is kind of a little bit doubtful, not really realistic for right now in the current energy. The Ten of Pentacles, you know, in the dark, so it's kind of that separation between the two of you, not really connecting like it's romantically. The King of Cups is in the dark as well, so some repressed feelings, some regrets, some maybe some trust issues that need to be worked out. I don't know. The Nine of Cups is in the dark as well, so I feel like it's kind of like unrealistic expectations right now for the two of you to get together romantically. Now the Six of Wands, Nicole not really wanting that type of attention right now. I feel like she just likes the attention that the two of you have already, just being friends. But that's what I got. Anna, hello. Will Corson take action and reunite with Anna with 2 months? Okay, let's see. Will Corson take action and reunite with Anna within 2 months? What is Corson's energy? Where is Corson's heart right now? Where is Corson's heart right now? Ooh. Will Corson take action towards Anna right now? Will Corson take action towards Anna right now? How many cards? The sun did want to come up, so it's a possibility. Will Corson take action towards Anna? The strength card is strong. There was a sun card, so it is strong action that he will take action towards you. Will Corson reunite with Anna? Will Corson want to reunite with Anna romantically? The King of Cups is also a yes. What does Anna need to know about Corson's energy? The Temperance. I feel like it's all looking very positive. You know, there's a lot of strength with reuniting and taking action, because even the sun trying to come out there. And then with them reuniting with you as a King of Cups, wanting to show you some passionate, affectionate energy, wanting to be emotionally available or supportive towards you. Their mind, heart, and soul is in the right place, and all sorts of that good stuff. They're just very overly indecisive about what to do. I feel like they feel like the situation is hard to read, so maybe they don't know what exactly you're expecting from them with regards to taking action, or what, when you want this reunion to happen, or how to play that out. We'll just see what exactly is Scorson's true love feelings towards Anna right now. What is Scorson's real true love feelings towards Anna right now? Ooh, unseen. So it says love can be blind. And sure, you're not overlooking red flags. I'm not quite sure what that is about. Sacrifices. It says love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Not sure what that is either. Destiny. It says the reunion with your twin flame is destined event. So it seems like it's destined to happen, but also move forward with caution. Look for the red flags. Be more aware. Maybe set more stricter boundaries. Have your guards up a little bit if you are going to allow them back into your energy. I feel like they haven't changed. That's what I got. Synthesized souls. Hello. Is Steffi new love interest upset with me? Let's see. Is Steffi upset with synthesized souls? Is Steffi upset with synthesized souls right now? Andrea, you're number one if you look on the list here. Let's see. For Steffi, what's Steffi's energy right now? What's Steffi's energy right now? Ooh, the Six of Swords. I feel like she wants to return to whatever chaos she likes to return to. Is Steffi upset with synthesized souls? No. Why has Steph not contacted synthesized souls in 2 weeks? Why is there a lack of contact? She doesn't want your attention right now. Will Steffi accept synthesized proposal? Will Steph accept synthesized souls proposal? The King of Cups is a yes card, but I feel like it's doubtful because of all the other energy. I feel like she's not wanting your attention right now. She's not wanting. I don't know. I feel like she's really trying to keep her distance from you right now. Maybe she's thinking things through, or whatever's going on there. Because I feel like whatever's going on with Steph, she's kind of like focusing on herself, evaluating her situation, trying to figure out what things she can manage, what things she can't. Servant thinks she, I don't know. They. I would say that wrong. What does synthesized soul need to know about Steffi? Ooh, broken heart and lovers. So I feel like Steffi's torn with expressing themselves towards you, because I feel like they do still love you. There is like that new love interest is strong. It's just, there's heartbreak as well. So maybe she's more disappointed and heartbroken than upset, if that makes any sense. But I feel like there is love trying to come through here. It's just, there's something there that they're struggling with. So I feel like Steph kind of gets cold feet and likes to return to whatever chaos she likes to, or whatever chaos Steph she likes to return to. Andrea, hello. What are Carlos the Leo's feelings when he asked me to come over? I said no. After not hearing from him for over a week. What is Carlos's energy right now? 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 What is Carlos feeling when Carlos asked Andrea to come over? Thank you, Andrea. I think there's a button now that you can hype the channel. I don't know if you see it. But on the channel there's a button that you can hype the channel. that helps the channel too. Trying to get Carlos' energy here. I feel like Carlos's energy is very low right now. What are Carlos's feelings after Andrea said no? Yeah, I feel like Carlos is very low in their energy right now. You know, Leos don't like to be rejected. You know, they feel like they are the queen or king, or, you know, it's not their fault. It's kind of just how they are, right? Every zodiac sign has their blessings and their curses, and for Leos, it's like they have their pride, they have their ego, and they don't take well when that is being hurt. So I feel like they're kind of like crawled up in their emotions right now, and their emotions are just settling, right? The Hermit is in the dark, so I feel like, you know, they may have taken their time to hide in whatever shell that they hid in during the week that there was no contact there. And being rejected, I feel like, you know, their heart was a little broken. I feel like they're trying to overcome it. They're trying to get their ego back up. The Knight of Swords is in the dark too, so I feel like there's this energy of them, you know, being temperamental, kind of avoiding expressing any feelings right now. I don't know. It all depends what you want out of this too. Leos are not very clingy. They like their space, they like their freedom, they like to roam like lions, right? For the Four of Pentacles and the Light, I feel like there's this energy of them, you know, being very cautious of their time and energy. But that is what I got. So I feel like your Leo is just being a Leo. So whatever you want to happen with this, you're the one that's gonna have to make it happen. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of tips online, especially if you go to zodiacsigns.com. I'll tell you a lot about what you need to know about dating or connecting with a Leo. Yeah, they're very guarded in their energy. You know, they value good communication, they value logical conversations, that sort of thing. What? Yeah. Them leaving their space for a week is very typical for a Leo. They're not the ones that are going to message you every day because they're not clingy like that. They value their independence. So if you need someone to contact you all the time, constantly, you might want a Pisces or a water sign. Air signs can be a little bit more clingy as well. Fire signs and earth signs are not going to message you 20 times a day, unfortunately. For A. Hello, my name is Adriana. Hi, Adriana. I have just sent Dominic a heartfelt message expressing appreciation for him and my apologies to him for a. You're welcome, Andrea. Okay, so I'm trying to get what the question is here. Adriana, what is your question? How will he feel and think about me? Okay, how will Dominic feel and think about Adriana? How will Dominic feel and think about Adriana? How will they think and feel about Adriana? How will they think and feel about Adriana? How does Dominic think and feel? What is Dominic thinking and feeling towards Adriana? Adriana, please. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Ooh, I feel like they're resisting making the change. Not quite sure what the change is, but I feel like they're resisting those changes. The Four of Swords is in the light. So yeah, I feel like Dominic is just taking their time, thinking things through. They're not gonna change who they are. They may not be in the mood to be flexible. They may be really rigid in their ideas and their thoughts. But I feel like overall, they do feel like you are their Queen of Cups. They feel like you're very intuitive, very emotional, very kind in your energy, very romantic. They see all those good balances, you know? They see how wise you are. The King of Pentacles is in the light as well. So I feel like Dominic thinks that their work and the things that they do, they value very much. King of Pentacles, they may be wanting to show you how they feel in materialistic things rather than expression. You know, if they have any earth signs in their chart, earth signs are more about showing you how they love you rather than saying that they love you. They rather do things for you, buy you things, do things for you, than saying the words or being all emotional about how they're thinking and feeling. Three of Wands is in the light too, and sometimes, you know, I'm not saying Dominic's another sign, but that's what's coming through a little bit here. If they do lean towards more of some of the earth sign energies in their chart, they may not realize your emotions and your feelings because they're not good at picking up with flirting and that sort of thing. But I feel like they do want to work things out with you. I feel like they don't really want to end things, but they don't know where this is going. It seems. I don't know, unless you've had this conversation. But, so you have that expression. Okay. So they may not know how they're feeling about where they want to go with this relationship. I understand your message. Okay, you just sent him that. Okay, yeah. I feel like it's good that you told them how you're feeling, though. That's good that you told them how you feel. I feel like, yeah, he probably did not know how you were feeling. For sure. With all the earth signs that are coming out here. Um, yeah, I feel like he feels a little confused. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't respond to you, but I feel like his heart's not really in the right place for that sort of thing right now. I feel like he's just kind of like soaking it all up and figuring out what he wants to do with it. Pure Heart, hello. What does Pure Heart need to know in general? What does Pure Heart need to know in general? What does Pure Heart need to know in general? What does Pure Heart need to know in general? What does Pure Heart need to know in general? What does Pure Heart need to know in general? What does Pure Heart need to know in general? What does pure heart need to know in general? Ooh, look at all the positive energy coming through, pure heart. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, they're all in the light. There's a sense of celebration and happiness and joy. I don't know if you're going to be reconnecting with someone or just enjoying this home life kind of situation. But the Queen of Cups is in the light, so I feel the sense of you trusting your inner voice, trusting your instincts, being more compassionate towards yourself, and just taking time for you. You know, and this celebrating that success energy is trying to come through as well. I feel like you're going to be invited to somewhere or going somewhere. I just feel this boost of socializing going on. The Six of Pentacles, that equal balance within yourself. I feel the sense of you picking up pace with being more reliable, more generous in your energy, especially with that give and take, being more kinder. Side of you seems to be shining a little brighter right now. The Ace of Cups is in the light as well, so I feel like there's going to be a new love or a new connection of some sorts. I feel like this connection is very genuine, and it will be a good opportunity to connect with. So I don't know if this is in love or romance, or if this is just a new friendship or a new person, business-wise, work-wise. I don't know, but it does seem all very positive right now. The King of Swords. So this new love, maybe the King of Swords, or this new connection. So this King of Swords is very mature, has high standards for themselves, very analytical, very honest. You know, they kind of lead with their mind rather than their heart, but they mean well. They may be a little bit on the adventurous side. They may be a little bit, you know, spontaneous. XOXO, hello. Am I breeding more kids? Oh my goodness. I don't do fertility reading. Am I breeding more kids as we speak? And do my kids come in varieties? I'm not even sure how to ask the cards that question. So, is the Pisces breeding more kids? This is not a fertility reading or anything, but this is only to amuse you, I guess. For the Pisces, is the Pisces breeding more kids? Is the Pisces breeding more kids as we speak? Is the Pisces breeding more kids as we speak? As the Pisces breeding more kids as we speak? The Four of Swords is no. Is Pisces kids come in varieties? Does Pisces kids come in variety? Does the Pisces kids come in variety? Yes, they come in variety. So I guess you breeded kids at some point, or maybe in the future. Is Pisces going to breed more kids in the future? The Chariot is a yes. Is the Pisces going to breed? Have they breeded before? Or no? I guess you're going to be breeding in the future. I don't know if you have kids right now, but I don't know. That is what I got. Queen, hello, Queen. What's happening this week for Queen? What's happening this week for Queen? What does Queen need to know right now? What does Queen need to know right now? What does Queen need to know right now in their energy? Ooh. Your choices and options may be limited. What is happening towards Queen this week? Ooh, there's going to be some illusions, some mysteries to unravel, some darkness to face before you see the light. But there is going to be light. You're the Empress here, so, yeah. The Seven of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like it's a matter of you making a choice and sticking with it and focusing on what's realistic for you to manage right now, what is not. I feel the sense of grounding yourself and figuring out what is what. I feel like you're going to have to get a sense of clarity, really truly trusting your intuition and whatever's going on in your subconscious mind. Being more aware of what that could be telling you right now. Because I feel like there's some sort of deception or fear that wants to come through, because I feel like this situation may not be as clear as it appears. You know, there may be some things there that you may not be aware of. The Eight of Wands is in the dark as well. So if it's a lack of motivation, this slow energy coming through, but I feel like it's a matter of picking up pace by focusing on what keeps you moving, focusing on what does boost your energy, what things you do have control over, what things you do know for a fact, rather than hoping or wishing for answers, if that makes any sense. Because you have the Empress here, so it's all about grounding yourself and, you know, you hold the power of your situation of where you want this to be headed. Oh, the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I don't want to say the Queen of Swords, but I just feel a sense of you just speaking your mind, saying your truth, not biting your tongue for whatever reason. But the Four of Swords is kind of like just taking that rest, the much needed rest to recharge your batteries here. They're a little bit low. Taking time for yourself and doing what you want to do. You know? I feel like you may need some space for distancing yourself from someone or other who is not maybe lying to you, deceiving you, or bringing you down. The Four of Pentacles and the Light too. So if it's a matter of you focusing on your own sense of security and stability, whatever makes you feel grounded, and be cautious of whoever this person could be coming towards your energy, because I feel like they're not as genuine as they may appear to be. That is what I got. Nacho! Hello, Nacho! What was the darkness that I picked up before? I have no idea. Let's see for Nacho. What was the darkness that was picked up before for Nacho? What's going on with that darkness that was picked up for Nacho before? What was the darkness that was picked up within Nacho before? The Fool! Sometimes you have to face the darkness before you see the light. Maybe you've already faced the darkness and now the light is out. What is this new journey that Nacho is entering? Where is this new energy that, this new beginning, this new journey that is headed for Nacho? Of course it's going to come with challenges. Just because it's a new beginning doesn't mean there's not going to be challenges. But the devil's out to play, so that's always fun, right? Could be. No? I don't know. For the Seven of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like there's energy of you being more patient. I feel like you've been patient, but your patience is still being tested. There's still more work to do on that. I feel like you've been doing a lot of things. You've been working really hard, been really focused, really self-disciplined, all that sort of good stuff. But you're not seeing the results of all that hard work. You know? Seems like the materialistic world has absorbed some of that energy for you. Six of Cups. I feel like your past is going to come back, even though it's a new journey. It seems like a new journey, but with the twists of whatever's happening from the past may reappear. The Fool came out again. So the Fool is really about walking into the unknown. There's nothing you can prepare yourself for this new journey. Just taking a chance and seeing how it plays out. The Magician's in the dark too, so I feel like you have the tools that you may not realize you have to navigate this energy. So I don't know if this is like you've already had an opportunity to pursue this journey before and you decided not to take it. So it's, the universe is like, hey, let's try Nacho again. And maybe this time he will take this journey and we can see how he plays it. Um, yeah. It seems like we thought you walked through the darkness and you're seeing the light, but it seems like you have to go through it again. You may have missed something, so the universe is testing you again, and it's a matter of trying to release yourself from any toxic shit that's going on, detoxing yourself from, people who want to take all your energy, or, it's all about going through the structure of these lessons, and it's hard. It's hard. Yeah. I'm sorry, Nacho. You're being tested and challenged again. Seems like something's a little bit on repeat there. I feel like this time you have a better experience, though, so you'll navigate a little bit better. I can feel this energy of you. I've done this before. I know how to play it out. GG! What happened to Jay's Hinge profile? What happened to Jay Hinge profile? What's going on with Jay's profile? Did he deactivate it? Did Jay unactivate his profile? Or unmatch me? Did Jay unmatch Gigi? Did Jay unmatch Gigi? Did Jay unmatch Gigi? The Ace of Cups is yes, he did unmatch you. He did. I feel like he's pursuing somebody else with the Six of Wands here. He found some success. He put himself out there, got some success with that, and he's seeing how it plays out. I don't know what they unmatched you with or what's going on with that, but yeah, I feel like they did unmatch you. They got what they wanted, and they're seeing how it works. What I got? Hi, Miana. Welcome. Matthew, hello. What Jessica's current thoughts and feelings towards Matthew right now? What are Jessica's current thoughts and feelings about Matthew right now? What's going on with Jessica's current thoughts and feelings about Matthew right now? Ooh, she's the Empress. She is grounded. She's doing what she wants to do. I feel like Jessica's like put you in the family zone, or friends or family zone. I don't know. Let's see what's going on with Jessica's current thoughts and feelings towards Matthew. Oh man, the Five of Wands is in the dark. I feel like she wants to show more of herself towards you than she did before. I'm not quite sure what that means. The Page of Cups is in the light, so I feel like she feels emotionally balanced. She feels calm in her energy, compassion towards you. I feel like whatever's going on, though, she doesn't have strong feelings. There's feelings, but they're not quite as strong as maybe they should be. Not quite sure what all that is about. What else does Matthew need to know about Jessica's current thoughts and feelings? The Five of Pentacles. So I feel like she's just going to be going through some hard times, maybe isolating herself a little bit. with expressing her thoughts and feelings towards you. King of Pentacles in the dark too. So I don't know if she's going through some sort of energy of being discouraged or what's going on with that. Yeah. I just feel this energy that she just kind of like wants her space right now. I'm not sure if you're feeling that, but not being overly adventurous or wanting to do a whole bunch of things. I don't know. That's what I got. Blessed one. Hello, blessed one. What does blessed one need to know in general? What does blessed one need to know in general right now? What does blessed one need to know right now? What does blessed one need to know right now? Ooh. Ooh, I feel like there's a sense of relief. You know, the Nine of Swords is in the dark. I feel like it's just a sign of relief. Like, just, I don't know if it's a matter of you getting the answers you've been waiting for, or having a new sense of clarity, or what's going on with that. But I just feel the sense of you being more in tune with your intuition, being more in tune with yourself and your situation and the energy around you. And I feel like that's making you feel a little bit more content. I don't know. The King of Swords is here, so I don't know if this is someone coming into your energy who is a little bit more mature, a little bit more, you know, maybe active in their energy. Not quite sure what's going on with that. But I feel like you do have options, you have choices to make regarding how you're going to deal with this person, or if you're going to decide not to deal with this person. I don't know. Because I feel like your expectations and theirs are not quite the same. Because I feel like this person here who's the King of Swords is more logical, more analytical, more want the facts, where your energy seems to be more about wishful thinking, hoping for the best kind of thing. And I feel like the two of you may not be working all that well together because you have the Three of Pentacles there, and then there's the Three of Cups and the Light. Three Cups and Dark and Light not really working well together, even though your emotions may be at the same place, right? Your thoughts may be different, but your feelings seem to be the same. What else does Blessed One need to know about this King of Swords energy? What's going on with this King of Swords energy? You want to come out the Six of Swords. Yeah, a little bit of an imbalance between the two of you. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands wants to come out. Seven of Wands is like being a little defensive, have their guards up. Maybe standing their ground on something. They want to say something, and you may disagree. Maybe, like, roles can always be reversed. So maybe this is you being the King of Swords, and this other person is being a little wishy-washy with their dreamy thoughts. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's just a matter of you, trusting yourself. I feel like that's what you've been doing. Choose whatever makes sense for you. Make a choice and stick with it, whatever that is. And I feel like it will eventually work itself out. That's what I thought. Amber. Who's coming towards Amber in love? Who's coming towards Amber in love? Who is coming towards Amber in love? Who is coming towards Amber in love? Ooh. I feel like this Knight of Cups wants to come towards you in love, but I feel like they don't know that you exist yet. I feel like it's someone who's coming, someone who is new, someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, doesn't really have a clear direction of where they're going. I feel like your energy right now, though, where your heart is at, is the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe your heart is trying to attract someone who is more down to earth, more grounded, more professional in their energy, rather than someone who is more dreamy and compassionate and you know, maybe a little bit focused on the more fantasy side of things. um, but that is what I got with that one. Like I don't know what that energy is. I feel like the what you're wanting and what you're attracting is on the same page. For the seven of page of swords. I feel the seven energy because I feel like there's one side that wants to be very dreamy, very romantic, wear their heart on the sleeve kind of thing, and not really realistic. And then the two of swords. Two of swords. Two of wands. I feel like there's a lot of swords energy coming through because I feel like there's a lot of thinking and overthinking. The two of wands is like being stuck of what the future looks like and trying to like play it small rather than expand your vision and seeing what else could possibly come in. What is going on with this Knight of Swords energy? Knight of Swords. I don't know why I keep saying Swords energy. Because I feel like there's somebody else coming to your energy who is more logical, like an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. But we have the Queen, we have the Knight of Cups. I don't know why I don't want to say the Knight of Cups. Maybe they are air sign, but a little bit more focused on their wearing their heart on the sleeve. So this person can be more of a Libra than an Aquarius or a Gemini. Huh. Not quite sure who this Knight of Swords is. I feel like they're a little bit overplaced. Not seeing anyone wanting to focus on yourself? Okay. Yeah. Um, I feel like that is the energy there. So Knight of Swords may be just your energy of you focusing on yourself rather than others. That would make sense. Yeah. The High Priestess in the Dark as well is kind of like wanting to trust your intuition, wanting to trust where things are going, but I feel like it's a little bit blocking of not really wanting to explore someone new, right? And the Two of Swords, not really wanting to explore anything new right now. So yeah, that would make sense. There's a lot of Swords energy wanting to come through. So yeah, that makes sense. You have a clear focus on you and that sort of thing. That's what I got. I feel like there is somebody that wants to come through for you though, but I feel like they wouldn't match your energy right now, and that's probably why it's being delayed. Page of Swords. I feel like they want to express their feelings, but they're not very emotional feelings. They just, yeah. That is what I got. Sorry, that was a little bit confusing all over the place. I feel the energy that wanted to come through wasn't the energy that was on the table, though. For the Pisces. Not for the Pisces. For Pisces, general love. Pisces. General love reading for Pisces. General love reading for Ahmed Pisces. What does Ahmed Pisces need to know in love energy? You're welcome, Queen. What is going on in Ahmed's love energy right now? The Page of Pentacles is in the dark. For the Page of Pentacles, I just feel like the energy around you is like procrastinating, like wanting to find love but not really pushing it too strongly. Just if it happens, it happens, kind of thing. The energy you're attracting right now in love seems to be the Seven of Wands. So I feel like there's this energy of being challenged, but also being defensive of who you allow into your energy in love and who you want to attract towards you. The Four of Wands is in the light too. So I feel like there's a possibility of you opening up your heart and meeting someone new in love if you would you know, be at the right place, the right time kind of thing. Either at some sort of family reunion, high school reunion, some sort of party or celebration or social event of some sorts. There is the Nine of Pentacles in the dark as well. So I feel like you really value your independence, and that makes things harder to open up your path forward and attracting love towards you. Love seems to be coming anyways, even if you're not looking for it. The Ace of Cups, meaning a brand new person. Um, yeah, a brand new person in love. There's a Ten of Wands here. This person could be a fire sign because you have the Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Wands. So I feel like this person could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Leo, but they have genuine romantic feelings towards you, or they will when the two of you connect. This one came out for you, the Chariot. I feel like it's at a pause. I feel like this is a brand new person trying to come into your energy. They're just pausing until they find you at the right place, the right time. Venus, hello. Is David still interested in our connection? Is David still interested in their connection with Venus? Is David still interested in their connection with Venus? Is David still interested in their connection with Venus? Is David still interested in their connection with Venus? It seems like not really. I wouldn't say it's a strong no, but I feel like it's not really. I feel like they're interested if you need them, but if you don't need them, I feel like they're not quite interested. The Empress is in the dark too, so I feel like their energy is a little bit stagnant, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I feel like they're kind of like just sitting there waiting for some unexpected changes that hasn't really happened yet, or just waiting for chaos or destruction to happen. The Seven of Cups too. It's like they feel like they can't decide which feeling or thoughts that they should have. Let's just ask yes or no questions. David's still interested in Venus's connection. Knight of Pentacles is yes. They're still interested. Why are they not putting any effort into it? Why are they not putting any effort into it? They're a little bit lost on how to work things out with you. I feel like they're not sure what their feelings are. There's just a lot of thoughts, not a lot of feelings. I feel like they may know what they need to change to make the connection better, but I don't know. They're trying to think of some other ideas instead. Yeah, Ten of Cups is in the dark. I feel like their ideas that they had were kind of like shattered, and now they don't know what to do. Yeah, I feel like he's out of ideas. He doesn't know what to do. His thoughts are kind of shattered, and he lost his rainbow. Yeah. Caramel, hello. What are DL's current feelings and intentions towards Caramel right now? What are DL's current feelings and intentions towards Caramel right now? What's going on in DL's energy towards Caramel? The Empress. I feel like DL feels like you are the Empress, right? You're very grounded, very nurturing, very loving, very sexy in your energy. But I feel like they don't know how to express their feelings towards you. I feel like they're being a little irrational with their ideas and their intentions towards you. I don't know if they feel like you're lying or if they're the ones that are lying. I don't know how this is playing out because I feel like they feel like they're losing that sense of control and they don't know what to do about it because I feel like they very much value their independence, but they find themselves trying to lean on you or thinking about leaning on towards you for advice or whatever's going on there rather than them being the independent person that they normally would be. The King of Pentacles is in the dark too, so I feel like there's an energy of them feeling a little bit lost, maybe a little bit less grounded than usual. I feel them being a little bit more reserved in their energy, maybe more stubborn, maybe more lazy. Who won't? Yeah, they don't know what their next intentions are towards you. They seem to have a lot of Empress feelings towards you, very loving, compassionate kind of thing. Whatever that is for them, I feel like, yeah. I feel like they want you to do all the work and, they may come along. That is what it was. Hi, cat lady. Welcome. Cat lady, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Will I get hired for remote job in September? Let's see, for cat lady. Will cat lady get hired for a remote job in September? Will cat lady get hired for a remote job in September? Cat lady get hired for a remote job in September? Cat lady get hired for a remote job in September? What is the energy around that? Cat lady get... The Ace of Cups is a guest card, so I feel it's a strong possibility. Possibility. Maybe not strong. I feel like there will be opportunities. Just not quite sure if you're gonna like the opportunities that will be presented towards you. But I feel like you will be moving forward in that positive light. You will overcome whatever challenges there are. I feel like it may take a little bit longer. Maybe in October. You have the Five of Pentacles in the dark as well. So, I mean, Five of Pentacles in the dark is a good card, right? It means that you're overcoming the challenges. There's going to be some positive energy coming towards you. I feel like you're going to figure out your work situation. I feel like you will. I feel like there's this energy of you seeking some support or getting some clarity from someone that may be helpful with getting you hired for the remote job in September. There is the hangman here, so maybe it's a matter of applying to some jobs that you may not have thought of before. The hangman in the dark light here. I don't know why I want to say in the dark. I just feel like things are a little bit chaotic right now, but I feel like you're gonna find your um, peace and balance some way or other. But let's just see if we can clarify on that. Will that lady actually be hired for a remote job in September? The cherry's in the light as well. I feel like you are going to be moving forward in a positive light. That's why I like to use two decks. When the same card repeats itself, I feel like that is the strongest energy. The Two of Swords, you may be blindsided about the lack of information or the lack of opportunities, but I feel like you're going to figure out something else. I feel like there's someone that's available to help you with getting some sort of sense of clarity of which direction to head towards, because I feel like you're going to have to shift your perspective, let go of your original ideas, and pick up some other ideas. But that is what I got. Yeah, it's really hard out there to get a job. I feel like getting a job and finding a house is like so hard right now. It's a struggle. That is what I got though. Is there another question you would want me to clarify for you, cat lady? I understand. Thank you. for donating. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll probably do love readings since that was the suggestion I saw tonight. Hope you all have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Hope you have a great night. Bye everyone. Thank you.